Hello, BookTube. Welcome back to Poetry Thursday, and we're back on it. And I thought we would mix it up a bit because today I done an Ozbooks video on Henry Kendall, and even though I didn't read any of his poetry in the actual video, I decided why not bring him back for a Poetry Thursdays instead. It's kind of like a nice surprise or whatever. But I have one I haven't read in a long time, but I always said it was a favorite. This is one of his later ones called By the Cliffs of the Sea. This is dedicated to the memory of Samuel Bennett. I don't know who that is, but if someone wrote a poem like this after me, I'd be very proud because it's so lovely. But yeah, here is some Henry Kendall in case you wanted a taste from the Ozbooks video that came out today. So here it is. In a faraway glen of the hills, where the bird of night is at rest, shut in from the thunder that fills the fog-hidden caves of the west, in a sound of the leaf and the lute of the wind on a quiet lagoon, I stand like a worshipper mute in the flow of a marvelous tune, and the song that is sweet by my sense is nearer, my God, unto thee, but it carries me sorrowing hence to a grave by the cliffs of the sea. So many have gone that I loved, so few of the fathers remain, that when old seasons I moved, I could never be happy again. In the breaks of beautiful psalm, with its deep and devotional tone, the hints of an ineffable calm, I feel like a stranger alone. No wonder my eyes are so dim, your trouble is heavy on me, O widow and daughter of him who sleeps in the grave by the sea. The years have been hard that have pressed on the head full of permachine grey, since Sent House went down to his rest, the harper was taken away. In the soft yellow evening ends, the wind of the water is faint, by the home of the last of my friends, the shire of the father and saint. The tenderness touching, the grace of Ridley no more is for me, and flowers have hidden the face of the brother who sleeps by the sea. The vehement voice of the south is loud where the journalist lies, but calm hath encompassed his mouth, and sweet is the peace in his eyes, cold hence by the power who knows. When the world of a hero was done, he turned at the message and rose, with the harness of diligence on. In the midst of the magnificent toil, he bowed his holy decree, and green is the grass on the soil of the grave by the cliffs of the sea. I knew him indeed, and I knew, having suffered so much in his day, what a beautiful nature and true in Bennett was hidden away, in the folds of shame without end. When the lips of the scorner were curled, I found in his brother a friend, and the last was left in the world. Ah, under the surface austere, compassion was native to thee. I send from my solitude here, and then I rose from the grave by the sea. To the high and heroic intent of a life that was never at rest, he held with courage upspent through most of his worst days and the best. Far back in years that are dead, he knows of the bitterness cold, that saddens with silver the head, and makes a man suddenly old. The dignity gracing his grief was ever a lesson to me. He lies under a blossom and leaf in the grave by the cliffs of the sea. Above him the wandering face of the moon is a loveliness now, and the anthems encompass the place, from flutes of the luminous bow. The forelands are fiery with foe, I think that's how you say it, where often he roved. He sleeps in the sight of the home that he built by the waters he loved. The wave in his fellow at night, the sun shining over the lea, sheds the unspeakable light on his grave by the cliffs of the sea. And that is a little lovely taste of Henry Kendall. It's just very beautiful, and maybe I should do more poetry readings of him because he's so lovely. But yeah, that's your Poetry Thursday, so go read some Henry Kendall because he's just very lovely. And yeah, thank you so much for watching BookTube, and I will see you next time.